All right, so I don't want to be a doom and gloomer, but I just want to express how my intuition has been feeling lately. Not only that, my discernment and the talks of a nuclear war has been looming for quite some time. And I do think that it's more plausible now than ever before. Usually I say, nuclear war, of course, they're just trying to use that to scare us and all that bullshit. But the most powerful people in the world have been exposed to a level of just the point of no return, really. Former presidents, and you have Bill Gates looking crazy right now. I mean, that guy is looking like so suspect that there's no turning back. I mean, does this guy have any associates to advise him to stay away from the camera? Because every time he talks, he looks so guilty. He is so eager to get another pandemic started. The guy is like creaming in his pants to do another pandemic and to get shots into people's arms. Shots that, by the way, he doesn't give his own children. So why would you take any of it? I mean, the guy is like the Babe Ruth of calling pandemics. And these guys, I mean, Mark Zuckerberg, Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, Bill Gates, they all have these underground bunkers. Like, what are you guys doing with that? They openly talk about a global reset and building these smart cities. But the thing is, the people are not having those smart cities. They don't want to live in a 15-minute city. People are not going to go with that shit. And the only way to get people to accept that is if you start from ground zero. You restructure society from something that has been broken down already. And you can see, I mean, a lot of our history has been destroyed. There has been communities of people that have lived before and they're gone now. And war is big business. We already know bankers fund both sides of the war. And you can see a pattern that happens. It's always divide and conquer, destroy and rebuild. History always gets rewritten. That's why it's called his story, because they cover it up, they switch it around, and then give you a story. They keep the power in the families that have been ruling since ancient times, since the Romans, before the Roman Empire. Just look up NSSM 200. Henry Kissinger is on record saying population growth is a threat to national security. The population growing is not a threat because we're eating too many cows or people are just breathing too much air.
Breathing all the white man's air?
Really, it's because they're afraid to be outnumbered. Because think about it, if everybody came together and said, you know what, we're not putting up with this shit no more, and we're going to organize and we're going to do something about it, every single power structure that they have going will collapse. Because if you think about it, there's only a small amount of people that are in control, and there's billions of us. Seeing that these powerful families go back to ancient times, even before the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers, these families control the banking, the telecommunications, and they spearhead everything through multinational corporations. And what they show us on the television screen with the modern billionaires like Elon Musk, Donald Trump, Bill Gates, these are all pawns. They're nothing but minions. The real powerful people are behind a curtain that you don't see them. You won't see them on the Forbes magazine. You know, the Forbes magazine, it's like this. If you've ever been in sales, they have a leaderboard. They put everybody's numbers on the leaderboard so you can see and you're gauging where you're at, right? And it keeps you motivated. You want to stay at the top of the leaderboard. It's the same thing with the people in the Forbes magazine. But the people in the sales organization, like the CEO of the company, the district managers, the sales trainers, the shareholders, and all of the other people involved, they're not on the leaderboard. They care less about being on the leaderboard. They use it to motivate you. So what you got to understand is that these billionaires are small players in a much bigger system. And that's why it's so important to keep you distracted. When things get shooken up to the point where it's like people are getting really rowdy and the Super Bowl is not working anymore, and they sense that, okay, these people are probably going to stand up and do something now, maybe they will introduce the nuclear war scenario. And you better believe whatever story they cook up to tell you that the reason why we're in a nuclear war, that is all bullshit. Because they're funding both sides of the war. They're rebuilding 15-minute cities. They're going to be introducing AI and robotics. They're not going to need as many people once they have robotics and AI doing everything. So whoever's left is going to be on UBI until their gene pool is weeded out of existence. Because you will be sterile. What do you think the vaccines are for? Do you know what eugenics is? Do you know whose father was a eugenicist and the founder of Planned Parenthood? Do you know? Maybe you should do your research. The average person cannot handle certain realities such as this. So they put their head back into the sand to watch the comforting television that hypnotizes them so well. It's an anesthesia to keep you numb while they control everything and commit atrocities and some of the worst crimes known to man. Boy, it's pretty heavy. The rabbit hole goes deep. I just wanted to basically sabotage my YouTube channel with this video. Because if I post this video, best believe the people who own these platforms are going to be pretty pissed off if it gets traction. Or they'll just shadow ban the video and then they'll say, oh, there's no such thing as shadow banning. Anyway, that is it for today. I wonder if this video will get flagged. But I'm tired. I'm going to bed.